Guys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana, and BBQ. Guys, outdoors. And we are outdoors, one of the outdoors pavilions of many. It's a beautiful place. I could keep telling everybody, you need to come see the showroom. You need to walk here, right off of Airway Drive. It's unbelievable if you've never been here. And if you're around the country, all you got to do is go to their website. So I want to thank them again, and God bless them. For what they do and what they do for charities. And I can't tell you how many organizations, whether it's soldiers, veterans, or whatever, handicapped children, these guys are always stepping up. So thank you again, Mike Ackley. Look, we're going to do revisiting. I've been having a busy week. Everywhere I go, people are catching fish. I'm not catching them. I'm videoing a lot. I'm catching a few. God has blessed us. This virus is still bad. You know, it's still going around, still people are doing it. It's hit my family, so I ask for your prayers. And while I mention prayers, one of our legends, our athletic legends, and outdoor legends, Ben McDonald, his daddy, right now, is needing the prayers. He's in the hospital, his daddy Larry. So I want y'all to know that. We're starting this show right now. Let's be real vigilant, and let's have fun. Let's get out, but let's be real safe. I got Mr. Chris. I'm keeping him busy. I tell you what, right now, I done made a lot of trips over there in Lake Bourne. All the captains in Lake Bourne are doing real good, but I want to go back on that Sackley trip that I did with Steve Fontana. Steve Fontana is not only a tremendous bass fisherman, you know, he's up in the age, but he's notorious, especially in Lake Verret, Bell River, Stephenville. People just beg to go with him. You know, he knows where the depots, he knows about the shed, but he also a great Sackley fisherman, except when he takes me. Now, I had a couple good bass trips with him, and we bring some Sackley home. So on this trip, he's telling you some tips, and what happens, I'm gonna tell you a little bit right now, what happens that they had a fall in the water. And when he was the week before, when he was catching all them big Sackley, he was way up under these piers and structures. And him and Joe and them, they were just really almost pitching. They were getting up in there, and that's how he does it. Well, that drop run them fish deeper. That drop, it got real hot. This is 90 degrees. So we quit, I don't know, 9:30. We got an early start. We quit. He had a mess. He had enough to make a meal, but he's going to tell you how he does it then. And one day we're going to make another bass trip with him. He's a tremendous fisherman. I went to his house when I got there. You know, I met him, and I went inside, and he got some bass on the wall. You wouldn't believe it. Now, he don't do it no more. These are always old diamonds, but I can't tell you how many bass he got on his wall, and they all come in Louisiana waters. I'm not now talking about the Knott Caney Lake, Toledo Bend. This is all within an hour of Baton Rouge, okay, or his home in Baker. So we're going to do that. Also, last month at the Wildlife Fishery meeting, Larry Reynolds, the water study leader, was putting out information, still giving us some information about all the surveys that have been taken and all the mail outs and different things they've done. He's going to speak a little bit and tell you what he found. Well, this month, here we are Monday, this Thursday, the Wildlife Fisheries meeting again on Quail Drive. You're going to have a few more answers, whether we're going to go back to 3 zones or just 2 zones, east and west, or north and south. I think he'll find that out this week for sure, which one it is. I think he's favoring 2 zones, but I'm gonna let him speak for himself. So we do with that. We got a short tournament report, Lafayette Kayakers, and they got a fishing report. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana, BBQ guys, Airway Drive, Baton Rouge, all over the nation on their website.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Summer is here. Do you have your Star ticket? The tags are out, the fish are biting, and the CCA Star Tournament is underway. With over $500,000 in prizes, there's a category for everyone. And plenty of time to still get your ticket. Sign up today at ccastar.com.
Good morning, Paradise, Louisiana. It's been 2 months. We're finally getting in the boat.
Yeah.
We got the black cloud.
Surrounding us, yeah. Black
Steve
cloud.
Fontana. Steve Fontana. Steve, you got these places you fish, Stephenville, Lake Plour, Lake Barrett. You stay there. They're catching fish in the spillway right now, but you know this spot like your backyard.
This is my home water and all. What we're gonna do is go out here and just try and catch some big cyclone. I didn't know there was gonna be a shortage on shiners. We were lucky to get 60 shiners today, but we're gonna try right here in Lake Plour for an hour or 2, and then we're gonna hit some targets in Stephenville area and just see what we can do. Try and catch our best cyclone.
Yeah, we're gonna beat the storm and the heat.
Yeah, we're gonna be out here before it gets hot. I can promise you that. I'm old.
You're too old, Tom.
That's it.
Let's go.
Let's go catch them. Yeah, just using a regular fiberglass pole. I've got it set at about 4 feet. Rigged for shiners right now. Then I've got some little spin cast reels that I'll use when
Hold it up.
I go to throw up underneath the piers and stuff.
Hold it up. Hold one of them up. There you go. There
This
you go.
little spin cast reel right here we use for throwing underneath the piers.
And you fishing slip caught, not stationary.
Right, slip cork. All these cyclists seem to be 4 to 5 feet down right now. Now let's go try it out.
Yeah, put him a hook in front of him.
All right, I'm hooking him right behind the little dorsal. That's the way I like to fish with. Just like this.
Look at all the minnows that flies in the water. Oh, uh-oh. Look at that one, number 1.
Yeah, baby.
He's a keeper. There you go, number 1.
Hopefully they get a lot bigger than this.
You think all that fresh water in the last 3 days got something to do with it?
I think so. Little bass.
Got him out? Oh, look at the guy. Look at the green trout. Hold on. Yeah, it's wrong. I got it. Oh.
There he went. That wasn't what we wanted.
Sometimes that's hard to believe, huh?
It is. We must have called.
You and Gene was it 5 days ago?
Yeah, we probably called 20 right here.
Okay. Where them big ones? There it is. That's one though. Go ahead, patient buddy. Let me see. Oh. There you go. Look at me with it. Hold him out.
Another little one.
Bring him this way. Bring him this way. Hey, a good slab. Oh. You wouldn't give up, would you, buddy? That hung in that rope. That's a slab. Look. Right now, just push it.
Yeah, but really this ain't big.
Push it. Compared to what y'all called last week, yeah.
This is small.
Hold him still. Push it. Hey. Push him out toward the camera. There you go. Just let me see him.
Little black crappie.
Hey, yeah, bring him to. Let me look at him. Look at him. Put him on. Hey, front. We can keep him. I'm gonna bring him to the boys that get my basketball tickets to LSU.
Yeah,
there you go. Hold on. He's a keeper anyway. Too.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Why choose barbecue, guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
Good morning, Mr. Larry Reynolds. Here we are at Wildlife and Fisheries meeting, the July meeting. The duck waterfowl survey just come out.
The Waterfowl Hunter Survey.
What?
Yeah, the Waterfowl Hunter Survey. We just got finished with it at the end of May. We've looked at the data for about a month, and now we've got to introduce the process by which we're going to decide whether we change our zones and splits options for the next 5 hunting season. And the data are mostly inconclusive. They were pretty much evenly split between 3 zones with 1 split, 2 zones with 2 splits, or no opinion. And so we really don't have a lot of guidance on a statewide basis, but we consider what having 2 splits in the season means. And by going back to 2 zones but having 2 splits, it gives us a lot more flexibility for setting the season dates within a zone. And I think that's probably the direction that we're going to go. We're going to make a formal recommendation at the August Commission meeting. This presentation was primarily to get the data out there and some of the considerations that we're making. And we proposed 4 different 2-zone options, 3 that were east-west and 1 that was north-south. A couple of them were more popular than a couple of others. And so we looked at the effect of changing from 3 zones with 1 split to 2 zones with 2 splits in each of the regions of the state. And we're narrowing down the possibilities. We've definitely got majority support for an east-west zone. we've still got some analysis to do to decide which one of those east-west options we're going to choose.
There will be a future meeting for public opinion, I'm sure. But I've been knowing you for years, so I know I've been coming here 15 years and you're here. Tell me, scientifically, with all the data you get and the harvest data, everything, what do most of the people around you, the biologists and people that been doing this for the last 15, 20 years, what's your opinion it should be?
Well, right now, the majority opinion between myself and my colleagues is that we go to 2 zones with 2 splits, an east-west configuration that keeps the coastal zone together. But we've got 10 years of harvest data since the last harvest analysis that we did. I am going to look at the parishes in southeast Louisiana compared to the parishes in southwest Louisiana, just like we did in 2011, and see if anything has changed. And if nothing has changed, because that analysis in 2011 showed that the chronology of harvest was the same in southwest and southeast coastal Louisiana. If that's still the case with the most recent data, then I'll recommend keeping the coast together. But if there's been a change and hunting success is coming later in the southeast part, then I'll recommend dividing the coastal zone. I'm going to rely on that harvest analysis to make that recommendation.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Welcome back to BBQ, guys. Let me tell you what, guys, we got a lot of tournaments that are going on, but we got more cancellations than anything. We ain't heard from them a long time, but the Lake Charles Kayak Club, they had their, I don't know what you call it, but this used to be the LA1 Slamboree, where they go down there. Was Louisiana Slamboree right now. It was this past Saturday, and they sent us some pictures, and the overall winner was Ryan Alamo with a huge flounder. He was first place, like I said. His total inches was 60.25. His best fish was 26 inches and something. Second was Matt Carr, 26.75 inches. His biggest fish, he had a total of 58.50 inches. Michael Carter, his biggest fish was 24 inches, and he had 55.25 inches. Butch Ridgewell was fourth. His total inches was 50.75, and Lance Burgos was fifth, and he had 42.75. So guys, thank y'all very much. I think last week I showed y'all lies and lunkers, but just in case, I'm going to congratulate them again. Jimmy Doris and Cage Wagner, they had 12.89 pounds. And I want to remind y'all again, they kick off their fall and winter circuit, the tournament out of East Pearl. It starts on August the 30th, the end of the month. Now, I want to remind y'all again, you see this in the paper, Joe Macalusa's column, and they always put it in on the calendar. They still got these, we still call them cookie jar tournaments. The Friday night one's over there at False River, and then they got a Tuesday night. Go to the Morning Advocate and go around, go to their website, and you'll see what's going on. It's okay? That's all the tournaments I got time for this week. When we come back, we're going to have the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. Let me tell you right now, I'm going to start off with freshwater. Spillway is still hot. I'm getting reports all the time coming in. You still got to go and look. The water's falling. The best reports I've been getting on Sac-A-Lait, and they're coming from J.B. Salters. Again, I'm supposed to try this week and go over there with Blaine Salters, J.B. Jr., and he did well during the weekend. He had beautiful ones in there. He said they're coming north of Sorrel and Pigeon and all in that area toward it. Flat Lake on the south end right now is still giving up Chinkapin and brim. All over by Pigeon, I'm getting reports from them catching brim. And in Amelia, John Bernard still doing his ministry, taking these young people. He had Carter Sway over there last week catching brim on worms under a cork in north of the Amelia area, dead in canals. And Sierra and Scott Shirley, here's a good picture of them. They all come out. Let me tell you, John knows how to take a picture. I want to remind y'all good, when y'all sending me photos, y'all been leaving them under pavilion like this without light. The light got to be in their face. You know, got to make sure there's not sunlight behind them because they look like a silhouette. I'm going to have to quit running them. I'm tired of my editors fussing at me. Brendan over there, that doesn't face, he's fussing at me, and Chris fuss at me all the time. So we love doing it. We thank you, but we got to make sure at least we got a good picture and you send it in. Be sure to send it all on one email, Gary@ParadiseLouisiana.com. Be sure you give a report. Somebody's in the picture and where, when, and how, and what you caught them on. Thank you. Going back to fishing right now, I'm going to go to shorelines. The Wrigley's, some people have been catching them over there. All this thing at Island Marina, all the captains over there. What was hot this week was the L&M Bridge. Some of my favorite captains over there, the fishing fool, Mike Brantley. Mike's been hot. The other captains telling me, say, you want to know what a trout is, you better go talk to Mike. Chris Roberts and all them guys right now, they're catching fish. We caught fish, so we'll see that in a week or so. We caught them in Lake Bourne, rig fishing in Lake Bourne. The guys I was with fishing Carolina rig, believe it or not. I don't know, they didn't know about drop shot. The rest of the people are fishing drop shot, okay, around the rigs and everything, even some slip cork. I saw Dudley and them, they were fishing the L&M Bridge. They're catching croaker, they're catching flounder, they're catching sheephead, they're catching some trout. Okay, Miss Angie and them made a little run earlier in the week, and they caught a few trout around there, and they were all nice. They didn't catch a lot of numbers. So I'm going to tell you again, you go down to Wrigley's, and you go and fish in Lake Catherine, Lake Warren, you stop at Island Marina, and they will give you the latest reports. And if you're there right after lunch, you don't have to wait the end of the day because they coming in and going out. They got a lot of fresh shrimp. Stop by there and find out. Bob Woods from over there is another one. He's been limited out on redfish. He just sit there, he loves it. And he catches them on fresh shrimp. They also catching bass. I had reports coming down to Mr. Go, the Wall, all the people down there fishing, Bienvenue. They catching bass under a cork with live shrimp. They catch them on spinnerbait, and they catch them on different things. If you looked at Joe Macalusa's column, he's telling you all the fish. A lot of them, it's been so hot, they punching, you know, in the spillway. They're punching on different things. Going back to the shoreline fishing right now, Dwayne Chapman from up in Mendon, good friend of mine, his son Jake and his grandson Owen, 59 trout. They come from West Timberlea. They were fishing out of Cocodrie at Red Oak Camp. Live cockerhoes again. Now, Granddad, I ain't got a whole lot of reports. I know there's some people catching fish, but they had a lot of dirty water moved in. I don't know. Maybe that's why they didn't send a report. Maybe they're tired of sending me reports. I didn't get any reports from there except I saw Joe Macalusa's column, and he was saying that a lot of fresh water. It was amazing that I didn't get anything from Leeville or over there. It's the only week in months that I didn't get a report from there. Clipper Estates, these canals, Chads and all these people fishing these canals, and when in Grand Bay, fishing over that grass, they fishing fluke-type baits, they fishing topwater diving baits, spinner baits, worms without a jig. Same thing they're doing down in Bob Black. They're fishing them dead-end canals or these little ponds, and they fishing worms over the top of the grass, okay? Very little sinkers on them, just keeping it above the grass and then letting it drop when it gets off toward the middle of the boat. But this picture of Clipper Estates says my buddy Ken had his grandson Charlie with him, you know, for a couple of weeks, and the weather messed him up. Charlie fishing off the pier in Clipper Estates, catching some monster gar. I got a little film clip. I don't know if we got time to use it, but here's a still picture. Charlie Paraka, that boy is something. They also made it one good trip to the rigs in Lake Bourne. So this is my niece and her beautiful kids, Richard, Kursak. They had their first trip to Grand Isle. They caught fish, they caught crabs, they went swimming, they did everything. Thank you, Kayla. You still my sweetheart. Here and all the boys, here's some pictures there from Grand Isle. And then Martin Mouton, South Carolina, he's still sending me him and his captain over there, Wilson Hanna. Here's a giant flounder they caught. And then remind y'all one more time, Ben McDonald, let's pray for these people, all these workers that are in these hospitals right now. I think that's how my daughter got it. My daughter is a nurse anesthetist. She works in the emergency room at Lady Lake. She's positive. She's doing better. Need a lot of prayers. Thank God for Louisiana. Keep praying. Thank God for BBQ. Guys, they're keeping us afloat. See y'all next week. Next week, we might have some sacalay. And in the next week or so, we're going to have 2 weeks in a row where we're going to be doing things with the Southern football coaches. Stay tuned. Watch. Go Jags. God bless Louisiana.
BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.